How is the U.S. going to own Gaza? Your White House has made clear taxpayer dollars won't be used for this. So
No,
what money are you going to use to
no.
buy Gaza?
We're not going to buy anything. We're going to have it, and we're going to keep it, and we're going to make sure that there's going to be peace, and there's not going to be any problem, and nobody's going to question it. And we're going to run it very properly, and eventually we'll have economic development at a very large scale, maybe the largest scale.
What does he mean that we're not going to buy it, but we're just going to have it and we're going to keep it and run it properly? Like, what are we like Deboing Gaza? Is this like a Debo scenario where we're like, well, I'll steal your bike, but it'll be like both ours. We'll just keep it at my house, right? Like, what does this mean? Like, I genuinely want to know. I just know what the implications of Gaza are and where the Antichrist sets up his temple, and that is Gaza. It's between the seas and then the mountain in Jerusalem, I believe, which is Gaza. And what is our allegiance to Israel? Like, why do we have this diehard allegiance to Israel? Why is he being called the Moshiach? Does anybody know this? Like, he's being called the Moshiach of Israel? 163 Sanhedrin rabbis. Look, I'm not a hater. Like, I'm not a hater. I like him. I think any red-blooded, level-headed, non-indoctrination, at least surface level indoctrination, right? American would like Trump. I'm all for the wins. I want to fully, wholeheartedly believe, but I can't. There's too many red flags, man. Let's keep going here.
On that site, and we'll have lots of good things built there, including hotels and office buildings and housing and other things, and we'll make that site into what it should be. And the people from Gaza who wouldn't be able to be there for years, because you're talking about just to get it.
So we're going to turn it into prime real estate. And are the people of Gaza going to come back? Is there suddenly not going to be a feud with Israel anymore? That's been like a I don't know, a centuries old blood feud. Is it just going to go away now? I'm genuinely asking questions, and I'm also like in astonishment a little bit. But then he's asking like other countries to take the refugees. Isn't it hypocritical? Because we're refusing refugees, right? And I understand, like, I'm all for it. I'm all for the deportation. Don't get me wrong. Like, but isn't that in the same vein, in the same thing that's like happening to France and London, where they're taking Middle East refugees and like they don't want? Isn't that like antithetical to a sovereign nation? I'm genuinely trying to figure out. I'm just asking questions.